Hello and welcome back to Sparkle Me Pink. My name's Michelle and today I'm going to be opening up the FabFitFun Summer 2020 box. Now this is my PR box, but rest assured my annual box has already gotten all together. I've gotten billed for it and it should be on its way very shortly. So I will be doing 2 different videos this season. Of course, this one you're watching now is my PR. And then the annual box that I do pay for, that'll come up here, I'm thinking in like the next 2 weeks or so. Now I was able to put in some requests for what I would like to receive in my PR box. And since that is a request and I'm like an anxious person just naturally, there were some options that I wanted to make sure that I received. So I added those to my annual box. And then when I saw the bill, I got a little carried away. So definitely check back in a couple weeks when that video's up because I'm gonna have a lot more to show you. I also did a full blog post breaking down each of the customization options if you're more of a visual person in that sense. So I'll leave a link to that blog post in the description box down below. Along with my discount code, if this is gonna be your first time subscribing to FabFitFun, you can get $10 off your first box, and I do earn a commission off that. So I appreciate you using my code specifically if you're looking to subscribe. Especially right now, things are crazy. I'm still on furlough from work and I've been just hanging out at home. I got my quarantine, like, French braid going. I'm ready for summer. Got my tie-dye going. So let's open up the box and see what can help me get even more into the summertime vibes. That's a big box too. I don't have another one in here to compare, but it's definitely like a larger box this season. Gabby Douglas is on the cover of the magazine. How cute. She is such a wonderful inspiration. I also noticed there's like a little emblem on the top of the box that this season's like support foundation is the Special Olympics, which makes sense, and Gabby makes sense since we were supposed to have the Olympics this summer, which I look forward to those. I remember the first year that I watched it like wholeheartedly, it was because I had just had my son and I was sitting there nursing him all the time. I would turn the TV on and just kind of like get sucked into the story and get invested in it. So yeah, it makes sense that this is kind of the theme. So let's bust into the customization option number 1 that was sent in the PR box. It is this Draper James straw bag with floral scarf. It is so cute. It is the perfect size for just maybe throwing in your tablet or a book or like your sunglasses, things to like maybe go down to the pool or the beach. It does open up so it isn't just like a skinny flat bag, and it has a magnetic snap closure. The reason I wanted this so bad isn't necessarily because I need another bag. I don't, but Draper James was created, or at least co-founded, I need to look into that a little bit further, by Reese Witherspoon, and I adore Reese Witherspoon. Like, I wish we were friends. Like, I wish I knew her in real life. I've been watching her lives on Instagram. She's been like interviewing other stars, and she has like a book club that I want to get into more, and she like interviews the authors on there. She just, I don't know, she just seems super chill and I want to be friends with her. I am so pumped and excited to have this, and it has like a retail value of $75. The box itself was worthwhile just on like product number 1. I won't go into too much detail on the other customization options since I'll be able to show you them in my annual unboxing here in a couple of weeks, and I also have the blog post kind of listing them all out. But just to run them down real quick, there is the L Space tie-dye towel. I added this to my annual box. I'm super excited to get it. As you can tell, I'm all about tie-dye everything right now. So yeah, super pumped. I feel like I'm gonna say that a lot right now. Apparently that's my phrase. There's also the Pottery Barn Mason Ceramic Diffuser in Solstice. And it's like a coppery gold like sheen. This is the one I was kind of like wavering back and forth whether I wanted it or not. And then I read through the scents of what it was, the fragrance that was being diffused, and it had like patchouli and it had bergamot in it, and those are like my go-to fragrances, so I had to add that to my box. There's also the Yumi Kim wireless charging pad, and it's so pretty. I just can't use it because I have this big bulky case and like pop socket on my phone, or I assume I can't use it. Either way, it wasn't something I was interested in, but it was really pretty, and if you have been looking for something like that, choose that as your option, or maybe even add it to the box. Because you can always like choose something and then like pay a little extra and add a second option to it as long as it's still available in stock. Another thing for customization number 1 is the I'm gonna read this one. Do Not Age with Dr. Brandt Triple Peptide Eye Cream. It retails for $82, and I 100% added this to my annual box just because even though I'm not like concerned about anything in my eye area now, I've been pretty happy with other Dr. Brandt products I've tried. And I was reading through the ingredients. There's lots of really strong peptides as mentioned, but it also helps to kind of like depuff and constrict the blood vessels in the area. So if you're getting puffy eyes from maybe not getting enough sleep, staying up too late, too much salt in your diet, not drinking enough water, or whatever, allergies, you know, whatever it may be, this will help kind of like smooth it out. So I'm excited to get that in my annual box. And another thing was the Lash MD eyelash conditioner. I have received this before and I think I gifted it away. I'm already using like a Babe Lash one, so I just personally didn't need it at this time. But again, reading through the ingredients, there's some more like keratin, lots of really strong binding ingredients in there. So if you've been wanting something to help condition and lengthen and strengthen your lashes, that would be a really great one to choose. Now on to customization number 2. And this is not normally something I would have chosen, but since we will be going on a honeymoon at some point when everything kind of clears up, I figured it was appropriate to get a little passport holder. This is a Michael Kors passport organizer. It's got some areas for like IDs and like cards and things like that. And then you kind of slip your passport in on the side. So I didn't have something like this already, and I'm not really into the whole name brand thing, but I figured, you know, why not get something a little fancy that'll hopefully live up to, I was gonna say the many travels I'll have, but let's face it, I am fully absorbing all of this, like social distancing, staying at home. Like I love this vibe, but at the same time, it would be nice to kind of get out and see the world at some point too. So this will definitely come in handy. And it has a retail value of $78. Something else you could choose for customization number 2 is the Business and Pleasure Co. cooler bag. It has a retail value of $59. I did add this to my annual box. I just figured it was the perfect size for maybe fitting in my salads when going to work, or maybe putting in a couple of drinks or sodas to bring to the backyard. Since we do live in the desert, it's so hot that you just have to have a cooler with you pretty much at all times. Another option is the Hydropeptide Moisture Reset Facial Oil, and that retails for $120. I read through the ingredients. It is pretty much a blend of various different oils. I mean, like tons of different oils, and all of those are very gentle. A lot of them mimic the natural sebum that is created in the skin. There are some essential oils, I assume, for more of a fragrance aspect lower down on the ingredient list. So if you are sensitive to some fragrances or essential oils, this might not be the option for you, but they were low enough down that I felt comfortable giving it a try. I just don't know the essential oils with where they are in the ingredient list are actually giving you the benefits of what essential oils do, but more again, like for that aroma therapy aspect. Something else you could choose for option number 2 is the Isaac Mizrahi Blue and White Kimono. Retail values for $59. I believe this is a throwback item. I didn't choose it because I have other kimonos from previous summer boxes that I've received that I don't need it in my collection at this time. Another thing you could choose is the R&Co Television Perfect Hair Shampoo and Conditioner Set. And I want to say I added this to my winter box because it's definitely a throwback and I definitely have it in my shower right now. It is not my favorite shampoo and conditioner, but keep in mind I have very oily roots and dry ends, and I felt like even with double cleansing my roots, it wasn't getting all of the oil out and was kind of leaving me still a little bit grippy, and then the conditioner wasn't quite enough that it was like deep conditioning. It's really great for somebody who has very just like normal to maybe slightly combination hair, maybe not as oily or sweaty or gross as I am. Moving on to customization option number 3, and this is going to be the last option that if you have a season to season subscription that you will get to customize. Oh, I get it. Okay, sorry, it took me a second, but one is the US only and one is the Canada only. That's why I only saw one option, because I'm in the US. But pretty much it is a mineral sunscreen. I tried to steer away from chemical SPFs. I can do a whole video going off on the difference between chemical and mineral / physical SPFs, so I won't go on a rant right now. But I do love this brand. I have the facial mist that we got, I think last year in a box, or I added it. Either way, I know I have one. I have other, moisturizers from them, and I really love the brand. It is something I chose for my annual box. Now for my PR box, what I chose were these Tom sunglasses. They are called the Sydney sunglasses from Tom. The retail value is $58. Let's see if I can pull them off. Ooh, there's like a green tint to the lens. They are UV protective lens, so it's gonna protect your eyeballs from getting burnt, and it's gonna protect the skin around the eyes, like a double extra protection because you're wearing your sunscreen. I know you are. They're kind of like an oversized cat shape. I don't know, can I pull this off? It's kind of weird. You can see my ring light. Ooh. I feel like every summer season we have the option to add sunglasses. And I don't mind it because I go through sunglasses pretty quickly, and there's no way in heck that I spend more than like $15 on sunglasses because we go through them so quickly out here in the desert. Because you have to wear them all the time, and you should wear them because you're protecting your eyeballs and again, protecting the skin around your eye. Something else you could choose for customization, number 3, is the black peel-off mask and the hydro gel eye mask with hyaluronic acid. I didn't choose this because I still have several of their like 5-pack set of the eye gels from I think a previous like Ipsy Plus box, or even if I don't remember how I got them, but I still have some and I just didn't need any more at this time. And I'm not sure how I feel about peel-off masks. As an esthetician, I don't typically recommend them. They tend to be a bit harsh on the skin. There is one from Hey Honey that I really like. It is their, I think, gold copper mask or something like that. And that feels so good. That is a peel-off mask, and it doesn't remove the vellus hair. It's just very gentle. So you have to kind of like, I don't know, I would have to try it out, but it wasn't something I needed at this time. Another option you could choose is a throwback item is the Kate Somerville Goat Milk Moisturizer. And I talk about this in the blog post a little bit in length. It was a nice moisturizer. It felt really good. It didn't irritate my skin, and it made me feel hydrated, but at the same time, I really hated the formula. It's extremely liquidy. It's in like a tub. It needs to be in an airless pump or just like a regular pump, but you would open it up and you'd have to be careful not to get it all over your countertop. I've wasted so much of it, and then it started getting gunky around like the lid, and I didn't replenish it at this time. Something else you could choose is another throwback item, and I already have a backup of it, which is the only reason why I didn't add it to this box or my annual box, is the Drybar Prep Rally Prime and Prep Detangler. I seriously have it right here, top shelf. I am like down to the last, I don't even know if you can see it, how much is left. There's like nothing pretty much left in this bottle, but I do have a backup already. I really like it. But it has biotin, vitamin B, vitamin C, lots of like healing properties that it's infusing your hair with. I don't feel like it makes it feel crunchy when you like spray it on and then blow dry. Some of the sprays that I like have tried make it feel so like stiff. This is very comfortable. I still feel like I have to put an oil on the bottom of my hair when I'm done blowing dry my hair. Like, it's not a heavy moisturizer, it's just very light, and I love it. Moving on to customization option number 4, and this is something that only the annual/select members will get to customize. You could choose between the Terra Mure Aloe and Tea Tree Toner. I just personally didn't need another toner since I'm still trying to work through the Skin & Co. Truffle Toner that I added, I think it was winter box, and I really like that formula, so I just personally didn't need another one. But reading over the ingredients, it just seems like a very basic toner. I don't know, like it seemed very basic for it to have a value of $54. Now, what I added to my annual box, and I'm so pumped to get, it wasn't an option to add to the PR box, otherwise I probably would have added that so I could have 2 of them, was the Zoe Isla Ice Roller. I love cryotherapy. You know, as a practitioner, I love using it with my clients. I love using it on myself. I'm a huge believer in really cooling and keeping the skin calm. It helps so much with inflammation, whether you're dealing with sunburn, hopefully you're not, maybe a rosacea flare up, maybe you're having some like really nasty breakouts like PMSing or just from stress. Just gently going over it with some cryo like ice therapy, like this roller or like a jade roller or just any sort of tool to really cool, calm, and chill out the skin. I'm so excited for that to arrive. Something else you could choose from is the silk satin pillowcase sleeve, and I added one to my PR box and I added one to my annual box so we could have 2, one for each side of the bed, because I know the importance of having like silky, smooth pillowcases for your skin and your hair. It's supposed to be a lot more gentle. It's supposed to be more forgiving. Now, this isn't silk. It is a satin. It's 100% polyester satin charmeuse. Am I saying that right? Charmeuse? But it feels very silky. I'm going to give it a try. I have other actual silk pillowcases, so I'm curious to see if I'll feel a difference between using this or using like my actual silk ones. And it just has like a cotton, stretch jersey cotton back to it, which I kind of don't mind. At first I was kind of like, man, it's not gonna be like the same on both, but I've noticed one of my actual silk pillowcases where it's silk on both sides, it slips around sometimes, whereas this I'm thinking might like grip the bed a little bit better, if that makes sense. So you're not like trying to wiggle around to get it comfortable. It'll actually stay where you want it. And it is a beautiful light taupey gray shade. And that has a retail value of 30 bucks. As for the last customization option, number 5, again, you need to be a select or annual member to be able to choose this. You could choose between the Isaac Mizrahi Loves XO Sienna Vase. I did request this item for my PR box, but I did not receive it. So I'm so glad that I added it to my annual box. And that was one of those things where, you know, like I really wanted it. So I made sure to add it to that. It looks pretty, it's dainty, it's got like the hand dipped pink on the top, and that's absolutely totally my vibes. What I did receive for customization number 5 is this beach mist. At first I thought it was like a hair scrunching mist, but it's actually for your skin, and it's a post sun treatment. So I didn't know how I felt about this being marketed as an after sun spray. I know there's sometimes like accidents happen, you don't always reapply at the right time, or even if you are reapplying, you still get like a little bit toasty or warm from the sun after a long day at the beach or the pool or whatever. I just didn't want to promote unhealthy sun exposure, which is why I didn't originally choose this, but I am happy to have it because keep this in the fridge. It has aloe, it has lavender, it has cooling mint, and if you're having a hot flash or you're just like outside doing some yard work and you come in and it's just a nice light refresher. It doesn't have to be necessarily for on like a sunburn or anything. I think it would be a really great like just like overall like kind of feel spray, and it retails for $42. Other things you could choose for customization option number 5 is the Amika. Hey, you guys back?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be out in just a second. Something else you could choose for customization option number 5 is the Amika Brooklyn Bombshell Blowout Spray. And this seemed very similar to another product that I love from Eva NYC, which I do have a couple of those on hand. So that's the only reason why I didn't personally choose it. I have tried other Amika products in the past and I have liked them. They smell incredible. If you want to smell like really, like you've been at a fancy hair salon, pick the Amika. And the last thing for number 5 is something I added to my annual box, is the Grace and Stella Hyaluronic Acid Hydrating Serum. And it just seems like a very basic hydrating hyaluronic acid serum. When I was reading through the ingredients, it looks like it has 2 molecular weights of the hyaluronic acid, sodium hyaluronate as well as hyaluronic acid, and I can appreciate that. That means it's going to different levels of the skin and it's going to draw the water molecules there, whether it be from the air or from the lower layers of your skin, which is really great for plumping and vibrancy. It's perfect to apply right after cleansing and then pretty much immediately put on your serums, correctives, and moisturizer to seal it all in so it doesn't evaporate off any further. It retails for $25, and I figured if it was something that I really liked from the box, I would feel comfortable replenishing at that price point, because sometimes it's hard to like try something super expensive and then fall in love with it and then you don't really want to buy it again because of just the price point. Are you with me on that? I don't know. I feel like I'm not alone on that. The next 3 items are things that randomly come from FabFitFun, whether you're a PR person, an annual, or season to season. It's just kind of like some fun extras that they throw in the box. And this is the Tarocco. This is a foot cream, Sicilian blood oranges, and it has olive fruit oil in it. That's interesting. My feet are so disgustingly dry right now, so I am very much in need of this. It's going on my nightstand, and I will probably put on a pair of fuzzy socks with this tonight. Ooh, this is nice, and I haven't opened this yet. Something else they sent was the roll-on fragrance from Riddle. I think that's how you say it. And this has, what kind of fragrance is it? It says apply to pulse points and gently rub into the skin. Let's give it a try. I like putting it on my wrist. Is that a pulse point? I don't know. Could be making that up. Oh my gosh, I can already smell it. What is that? I don't know. It says, this perfume mixes with your personal chemistry to create a signature scent that's unique to you. It retails for $50. Apparently I smell really good. Holy, why do I like that so much? I'm literally getting chills. That's weird. Oh, I'm getting the heebie-jeebies. Why does that smell so good? Okay, I'm gonna have to ask Logan if he likes it, or like the kids. Like, or is it just something I like? I don't know. Okay, and it's supposed to be different on everybody? Trippy. Moving on. Last item that came in my FabFitFun Summer box is the Murad Essential C Cleanser. And this is a really great, gentle, everyday cleanser. This is not gonna be a makeup remover step, so definitely still remove your makeup and then go in with a tiny little bit more, 4 parts water to a little part of cleanser, lather it up and go into your cleansing motion. It has vitamin A, C, and E, and it helps remove any like pollen impurities without over drying the skin. Retails for 40 bucks. I have tried this before as I have been professionally trained in Murad products, and like I said, it's a very nice, gentle, I think everyone could get away with using it, meaning like no matter what kind of skin type you have, so long as it's not like open wounds, because then the vitamin C in here definitely will feel a little bit active. But since it is a cleanser, you're rinsing it off. It's not like a leave-on treatment type of deal. So I think for most people, you'll be pretty happy with it. Some of the other things that they may scent, again, this is like FabFitFun picks these for you, is the Winky Lux Unibrow Universal Eyebrow Pencil, the Makeup Drop Hybrid Makeup Applicator, which I have one of those. Let me show you it real quick. I had it out on my makeup counter because I've been needing to use it, but I haven't just yet. It has like a silicone pad right here, and then the rest of it is like a traditional makeup sponge. So I've been meaning to try this and I need to. Something else they could send out is the Spongel Coconut Verbena Hand Cream. That sounds like it smells amazing. It has macadamia seed oil, hyaluronic acid, and shea butter. Ooh, I hope I get that in my annual box. That sounds really good. Or the Wonder Beauty Baggage Claim Eye Mask in a 6-pack, which I have tried those before, and I do like them a little bit better than the black version, but I don't need them because I still have a bunch of those too. I hope I get the hand cream in my annual box, but I guess we will just have to wait and see. So I'm super pumped. There's lots of amazing things this season. I feel like this season was way better than last season. Like, there was definitely some things last season that I enjoyed, but this season I pretty much enjoy everything in the box, at least the things that I was able to choose, because I do have the annual membership. I have that luxury of choosing 5 things rather than just 3. But I'm going to turn it over to you now. I want to hear what you're going to choose as your customization options. Are you going to get the pillowcase? Are you going to get the ice roller? Are you going to get the Draper James bag? Are you going to get, what are you going to get? I want to hear. Thank you again so much for being here with me, and I look forward to seeing you in my annual video, which I will put up as soon as it arrives. I did add some other add-ons too, so lots to go over in that video, which is, I'm so excited. Okay, I'll leave it at that. I hope you are safe. I hope you are staying home, and I'm sending you a big virtual hug. All right, I'll see you soon.